Okay, so there's this massive shift happening in the background of global finance, a real tectonic plate moving. And one of the biggest names in tech is making a play that could change absolutely everything. So let's just dive right in. Is Google about to end crypto as we know it?
First, we gotta set the stage. This year, stablecoins are on track to process an incredible $30 trillion in transactions. I mean, to put that into perspective, that's more than double what Visa handles in an entire year. So yeah, they are an absolute behemoth in finance right now, no question about it.
But if they're that huge, why are we even talking about their time ending? Well, it's because for all that incredible volume, stablecoins are kind of built on a foundation with some really serious cracks. And their reign as the undisputed future of money might just be coming to a close.
And that brings us to what you could call the stablecoin ceiling. Look, they've grown like crazy, super fast, but now they've slammed right into a hard limit. They just can't go any further. And it's all because their core design has some, well, let's call them fatal weaknesses.
All right, let's actually break these down, because this gets to the heart of the whole problem. First off, they're fragmented. Your money gets siloed, stuck on all these different blockchains. And get this, a mind-blowing 85% of all their activity, it's not even real people buying coffee. It's just bots and arbitrage trading. Then you've got the compliance failures, leading to billions in illicit use. And on top of all that, zero deposit protection. So you can see why the big mainstream financial world just can't and won't ever fully trust it.
But here's the kicker. It's not like crypto is the only one with problems. Nope, the traditional financial system, the banks, they're struggling with their own deep-seated issues. And that creates this huge, gaping opportunity for whoever can finally get it right.
So what you have is this picture of two broken systems. On one side, you've got the new guard, crypto, and it's just riddled with security risks, hacks, it's complex, it's unstable, all of which has totally torched user trust. But then, on the other side, you've got the old guard, traditional finance, and they're stuck in the mud with slow, super expensive cross-border payments and this ancient infrastructure that costs a fortune to keep running. So the bottom line, neither of them, neither side, has actually delivered that seamless, efficient future of finance that we were all promised.
And that creates this power vacuum, right? If the disruptors couldn't build something we can trust, and the old guard is just too slow to fix their own mess, then who the heck is going to step in and build the financial rails for the next generation?
And this is where one of the biggest, most powerful companies on the entire planet walks onto the stage, Google. And they're positioning their universal ledger as the answer to this entire dilemma.
So what is this thing exactly? Well, you can think of the Google Universal Ledger, or GCUL, as a foundational blockchain, a layer 1. But, and this is the huge difference, it's permissioned. This isn't some public free-for-all. It's a private club built from the ground up, specifically for banks and financial institutions.
So why would a bank find this so appealing? Well, look at how it just systematically solves every problem we just laid out. It's simple. One API, predictable monthly fees, no more crazy gas costs. It's safe. Compliance, your KYC and anti-money laundering stuff, it's baked right in from the start. It's flexible. Developers can just use a common language like Python to build on it. And, maybe most importantly, it's neutral. This isn't some bank's private blockchain. It's a common piece of infrastructure for everyone to use.
The best way to think about this isn't as some flashy new app or the next hot coin. That's not what this is. GCUL is designed to be the plumbing. It's the boring, invisible, but absolutely essential infrastructure that a whole new, more efficient financial system can be built right on top of.
Okay, so now let's talk about the consequences. Because if Google actually pulls this off, if they successfully build this new plumbing, what happens to all the old pipes? This is what we can call the Great Absorption.
First up, and most directly, this could very well mean the end of stablecoins, at least as a mainstream financial tool.
And why is that? It's simple, really. If a bank can move money instantly, and more importantly, compliantly, on Google's ledger, then their main reason for using a stablecoin just, poof, it vanishes. Google is basically offering them all the good stuff, the speed, the efficiency, but without any of the regulatory nightmares or security risks. All of a sudden, stablecoins are left without their biggest, most important use case.
But the fallout here is actually even bigger than that. This isn't just about one specific type of token. No, this is about the entire story, the whole narrative that crypto has been selling us for the last decade.
And this, right here, is the absolute core of Google's strategy. They are literally taking everything crypto ever promised, programmable money, 24/7 markets, instant settlement, and they're delivering that exact pitch, but wrapped up in a neat, regulated, bank-approved package. They are absorbing the narrative itself, and in doing so, they're neutralizing crypto's whole claim to be the financial revolution.
So let's just zoom all the way out here to the biggest possible picture. Because this isn't just about payments, and it's not even just about crypto. What we're talking about here is the potential to fundamentally rewire the engine of global finance itself.
And this quote really just nails it. The whole fight here, it isn't about which coin or which token is going to win. It's a battle to own the fundamental infrastructure. It's about owning the rails that trillions and trillions of dollars in assets, stocks, bonds, everything, are going to run on in the future. Which leaves us with one final massive question to chew on. Is what Google's building a truly revolutionary future of finance, something that benefits everyone, or is it just a really high-tech way to preserve the old system, giving the same old players a shiny new set of pipes to control? The answer to that question is going to shape how money moves for decades to come.